Hi, now I'm working on creating dummy data on the fly, so you can create an array of some data which is generated by some rules, but will create data which looks like a real data, but it will be dummy data. And let's see how to create random emails. It's just an idea, and I also will be glad if you share your own ideas on what else we can generate with named functions, with Lambda and so forth. And let's see the steps of my logic. It's quite simple of creating this list of random emails. First of all, we create a range of random numbers. I don't know why it works, just as it is. I saw it on the web. It's just lambda of a is a variable and it returns the same variable, but we will give it an array like this. We will give it some random array as a variable. And next, lambda doesn't change this function, so if I add something, this is not changeable. So you see, if I add rand array or something, rand array, let me show you, and let it be 5 rows of rand array, you see it will auto change everything. It will automatically change its values, but you see this function stays stable. And I mentioned that the only condition when it changes it is when I change formatting. For instance, I've changed formatting from here to here, and you see my formula was recalculated. And now it looks fine for me. So how it works? It is the same random array, but it is multiplied by some number. In my case it's 10, and it is also converted into integer, so it will be without this decimal part. So I want to create a random array first, and it creates array between number 10, 5 and 15, I guess, because the smallest is 10 and we make it plus 5. Okay, next step, random emails. I want to create random email with chars, and these chars are A and Z, and between this A and Z goes every other char. First is A, is char number 97, I know it by code function, and char Z is 122. And if I create a sequence for you, you see that it's true. I want these minus these plus 1 rows, I want 1 column, and I want to start from 97. Okay, now you see, plus 1 was okay because it gives me 122. And next I want to add function called char, so just to show you that this is exactly what I want. This is char A, and if I go down and copy this, I'll use Ctrl D. So you see this all alphabet for us, so A, B, C, D through Z. So now you see this step is also valid. I'll delete these intermediate calculations, we don't need them. Now next with this and with these we have random array and we have a random chars, and with ByRow plus Lambda I create this heavy formula, but it's really not that hard if you break it into smaller parts, and you'll see it just creates random arrays of these numbers starting from 97 and ending with 122, and creating these words, some meaningless words, and next these words will be part of our emails. And finally I will grab all these together to create my random emails with this at test.test address. So this is not existing email test.test, so if I use isMail function, maybe it will be, it should show me false, I guess. False, so it's not an email, you see? All of them are just dummy emails, so they're not valid. They are not real emails. So finally, I can create named function called random emails. And that's it. Now you can reuse this function. If you make a copy of my file, go to copy and then add through menu named function and import function from your copy, you will have your copy of my function in your place. And that's it. That easy. Hope you like this video, and maybe I'll share more random things in the future.